ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dota 2 update for the week of September 19th, 2011. Our top news for this week, hang on. Before that, I have a quick little announcement. This week is going to be a little bit different than other weeks. I'm going to fly by the news a little bit faster because I have a very important announcement, and an announcement I hope you guys will find interesting. So last Friday, I received an invite to the Dota 2 beta. And you guys can imagine my reaction. I'm not going to get into that now. But the reason I wanted to bring this up was because I see this as more of a gift from you guys than from Valve or IceFrog. Because the only reason I got the invite was because of this channel and this show. And the only reason this show still exists is because of all of you guys subscribing and commenting, and you most importantly watching right now. So to that, I want to say a huge thanks and have a cool little announcement at the end of the video. This is why I want to cut through the news a little bit quicker than usual. Alright, so as we usually do, we run down through the quick summary before we jump into it, so here we go. So first of all, we have some statements from IceFrog talking about the beta, when it might come out, and then we also have a confirmed beta tester who seems to have close relations to IceFrog, talking about the NDA possibly being lifted soon and more beta invites possibly around the corner. And then also we have a ton of new screenshots, and somebody actually data mined the client to get content that even beta testers haven't seen yet, and he's posted the models and the new screenshots. So we're gonna take a look at those, and then some guy actually posted video footage of the Dota 2 user interface. You're not allowed to do that yet, but he covered up his name and did it anyways. And it is my duty on this show to report on anything that is Dota 2 beta related, so we're gonna see that in just a little bit. Alright, so let's jump right in. First piece of news from IceFrog himself. He posted this on the Play Dota forums last week. He basically said we're not going to have one big beta invite. It's going to be trickling players in slowly over the next couple weeks and doing it like that. That's what he's kind of saying there, I think. But you can go check out the post yourself. I'm going to put a link, as I always do, at the bottom of the video in the descriptions. Our second one, this one's a little bit more juicy. A poster on Teamliquid, who we know is in the beta. He says he has close connections with IceFrog, and he said that the NDA on posting video footage of the Dota 2 beta will be lifted in around 3 weeks. And he also said around that time as well, a lot more beta invites will also go out because they're gonna do some huge updates in this week. And after they do that, they're gonna invite a lot more people to the beta. At least that's what this poster says. I've also heard myself that the NDA will be lifted in about 3 weeks-ish time, but I haven't heard anything about any invites. But of course, there are people who are privy to that knowledge, who know that kind of stuff, that insider stuff, and I'm not one of those people. Alright, so moving right along, we have a ton of new screenshots coming out this week. So we have some more heroes. Somebody found some crazy hidden models in the Dota 2 beta client, and they found hero portraits of heroes that are not even out yet in the game, but they have portraits, and he dug those up and uploaded the pictures for those. He's found some little models like little frogs and little hats and stuff like that. That's pretty cool as well. So just take a look at these screenshots. Also, this is the big thing, I think. Some guy, he obviously is in the beta, he posted video footage of the Dota 2 user interface. Holy crap. So here it is. This is some pretty crazy stuff that he actually did this, because if they ever find out who this guy is, he's probably going to get kicked out of the beta for sure. Alright, so with that, that's going to be our news for this week. However, we have another very, very interesting, hopefully, thing for you guys this week. So as I mentioned earlier, I was extremely fortunate to have gotten into the beta, and also reiterating what I said before, I see this more as a gift from you guys, which is why I want to return the favor as much as I can. And since right now the NDA is still up, I can't really do that to the full extent, because obviously the NDA is still up and I run a YouTube channel, so naturally I'm at my best when I'm posting videos, but I can't because of this and that, and I don't want to cross the line with Valve and that kind of stuff, right? But funny enough, nobody said you couldn't talk about the beta. I've only been explicitly told to not post video footage of the beta. No one told me talking about it was any bad. So, I don't really know what to talk about because this is one of those things I don't want to be like, hoo, I have the beta, I'm so special. Because this is a huge privilege and a huge gift that I see you guys have given me. So I don't want to be a douchebag about it. However, I'm honestly not sure how to talk about it without sounding like, hoo, I'm so special. So what I want to do is I want to take your questions. So if you have any questions about the Dota 2 beta, post them in the comments below and I'll try to answer them. But there are a couple rules with this. First of all, most importantly, obviously, I don't want to cross some sort of line with Valve. Even though nobody's told me I couldn't talk about the beta, it seems like a lot of people are still pretty hush-hush about even talking about it. I want to make sure that I don't get on the bad side of Valve and IceFrog and these guys, obviously. But I've seen a lot of other beta testers sort of openly talking about their beta experiences and answering a couple questions about the beta. So I think it's generally safe to do so. And secondly, I probably won't get to every question if there's a lot of questions. I mean, maybe there's only gonna be one question. But anyways, I do read every single comment and I have read every single comment that has been given to me on YouTube. So I will see it, but either I won't get to it or I feel like I really can't answer this question without feeling like I'm gonna cross some kind of line with the beta information and that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys understand. And with that, I guess that's going to be it for this week's Dota 2 update for the week of September 19th, 2011. The reason this one's a little bit shorter than usual and came out a little bit later is because I just moved to a different place and everything is pretty hectic right now. I'm still getting used to the environment. With everything going on, it was actually kind of hard to find time to do this today, but I had to because I love doing these videos and I feel a responsibility to do these every single week since I've done it for half a year now. So I hope you guys understand, but next week everything's gonna be probably back to normal. I would have completely settled down. Alright, so I look forward to seeing your questions and feeding your curiosity about the Dota 2 beta. I truly want to give back as much as possible because I really appreciate this gift that you guys have given me. So I look forward greatly to your questions and I'll see you guys next time.